You're going to need a 5/8 socket, a 10mm socket, an extension, ratchet, intake manifold gaskets. And I recommend replacing your stock heater hose connector with an aluminum one so it doesn't leak in the future. What you want to do is you're going to want to remove the battery terminal, the negative terminal. You want to remove these two bolts, this one right there, that supports the frame rail, or the fuel rail I mean. So what you want to do with that is you want to take out these sockets over the connector. It's just you squeeze in, go focus, squeeze in, and then you pull out. And you want to do that for all four. And then you want to disconnect these bolts and remove the fuel rail. If you're anything like these hoses that connect to the PCV system, you want to disconnect those. This one as well. On this side, there's not many, but if there are any, just make sure they're all disconnected before you remove the intake manifold. Okay, now that you've got your two fuel rail bolts removed and all the harnesses are disconnected from the fuel rail, what you want to do is disconnect this sensor, and then you're going to want to pull up and away from the manifold. Keep in mind, this is still connected, so you don't pull too hard to where you disconnect this or you will get a fuel leak. Pull back this electrical tab, and then after that, it should just pull straight off. So this is good. And then you just want to do the same thing on the other side. When you're removing these tabs that go over these 5/16 bolts that go to the fuel rail, if you break these, that's not easy to replace. So the fuel rail sides can disconnected. You can move the assembly just out of the way in a general direction. While it's off, you can properly see the 10mm bolts. There's about 8, or I think there's 10, I believe. You're gonna want to look for. There's let me see it. There's one in the intake manifold itself. Don't forget that one, or you will break the intake manifold trying to get it off if you just have the 8 removed. But get those off, and then your intake manifold should pull straight up. Remove anything in between these intake runners, just so that when you pull up on the intake manifold, nothing will fall into the runner ports. So it's going to be in the back, one connector. There's going to be a harness back here. You need to pull out from the bracket in the rear, as well as this fuel line down here. This needs to come out as well. You want to use a towel or something just so you don't spill fuel over the engine. Got your intake manifold off. I would get some paper towel and plug up these intake runner tubes, inner runner openings, and just close them off just so that nothing gets in them, because you really don't want that. Those intake runners, I ran out of blue towels, so I had to use the white one. But yeah, that's gonna be where your coolant's gonna be leaking out of. It's a drain hole there. They may have already known this would happen. I don't know. Take out your old gaskets, get you some brake cleaner, clean these out. Try to clean the inside out as much as you can. Don't scrape these though, you don't want to damage them. But get your new gaskets, install them, and it should be ready. Alright, so I got the old elbow off. Just a word to the wise. Your coolant's gonna leak out when you do this through that little hole in the back. So I recommend getting a catch pan underneath, just so that when it leaks, it doesn't cool out on the floor, contaminate. But just be prepared for that. New elbow on. I'm gonna be making the new hose for it. And then I'll put the intake manifold back off and it should be done. That is done. That's a new aluminum elbow, seated, new hose, clamps. Should be good. So just put everything back together, bolt the intake back down, fuel rails, make sure these are secured, and then you're good. Yep.